Christmas is my favorite time of the year. At Christmas, I try to bake and give to all my neighbors. And at this time, it's the time I remember my grandmother, God rest her soul. She was the one who taught me to bake. And every Christmas, I make an extra effort to give a cake as a gesture of sharing to my co-workers, to my neighbors, and to my friends. It's even better when I have two beautiful little elves to help me this year. Beautiful Ayana, say hi. Say hi, Ayana.
Hi, guys.
Say hi, Kat.
Hi, guys.
And they'll be my help in the kitchen today. All right, so today we'll be baking some Jamaican fruit cake. We call it in Jamaica, Jamaican Christmas cake. And we have all the ingredients all lined out here. All right, so the first thing you want to do when you're in the kitchen and you want to bake, a chef never starts baking without some red wine. Other people drink cognac, whiskey. I prefer wine, and my wine is always on hand. But that being said, ingredients time. Right here we have 5.5 cups of baking flour. I have 2 tablespoons of mixed spice, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Then we have 4 teaspoons of vanilla, 3 cups of granulated sugar. We have just about 1.25 pounds of butter, and that's real butter. You don't want to use margarine. The texture of the cake won't be good if you use margarine. And then we have 5 cups of fruits that are already prepared, grounded and soaked in wine, rum, all the good things. And this has been soaking since last December. And of course, we have some free-range eggs here. We're going to use just about 10 of these. We have the good old Jamaican white rum. Tempted to drink, but you're going to go in the cake today. Browning, we have some fruit wine, and then we have a cooking spray here for a pan. And it's very simple. This kind of rounds it off. Nothing hard, simple process. Add wet ingredients and add dry ingredients. Mix together, spray it in, put it in, and then you leave low and slow. The final product will be divine. And any Jamaican anywhere in the world can tell you that the very best cake comes from Jamaica, is made from these ingredients. So let's get started. All right, so the first step is that we're going to cream the butter and sugar together. But here's a little trick. When you're going to cream the butter, you actually don't want to cream when it's cold. You want to leave it out just for maybe an hour or so until it becomes room temperature, becomes soft and easier for the sugar to be folded into it. So you just add this to the mixer. Oh gosh, accident there. Oh, all right, bam. And then we're going to just pour. So that's 1.25 pounds of butter and just about 3 or so cups of sugar onto that. And if you don't have a KitchenAid mixer like me, you can always do it by hand, the old-fashioned way. That's how we used to do it as a child. And then start it on low. Just fold it in a bit. And just increase the speed. Now for the mixing, we're going to add our mixed spice to our flour right there. Then we're going to add our baking powder to that dry mixture. Or breadcrumbs, just a bit of that there. We've already added our rum to our wine mixture here, and we have our browning and our vanilla right here. Right, so now that we have our dry ingredients in together, we're going to add our wet ingredients. We're going to add the 5 cups of prepared fruits that we have here to our butter, sugar, egg mixture. We're just going to whisk that in. This really takes some muscles, and I guess I don't have much of that, but all right, so we're just going to fold it in. You don't want to mix it in too much or over mix it, just fold it in. That looks perfect. And then we're going to start by adding our flour dry mixture just bit by bit. Right, and we're going to take our own little time and just fold that in. Now that we have our batter, which is looking very good by the way, we're going to grease our baking tin. Once upon a time, we used to use butter or cooking oil and just rub around that tin. Not anymore. Some people design something that's very convenient. You just lightly spread it in, just like that, 1, 2. Then we're going to take, I use a measuring cup. So you take the measuring cup right there and just pour it in. It's actually a very big cake. Just going to pour it in just about 3/4 way until, there we go. Alright, so I've already preheated the oven to 295 degrees. Ideally though we want at about 250. So, and I've already put a pan with some water inside the oven to maintain the moisture while this baby bakes. So right now we're just going to add it to the oven and just let it stay for maybe about 2 hours. Check it. Alright, you know what they say, the proof of the pudding is definitely in the eating. And this is one thing that I want to eat. Oh man. It tastes so nice, so moist. It's very rummy and, very nice cake. Alright, so here we have the finished product. I hope that yours come out as good or maybe even better than mine. You can try my recipe and then tell me how it works out. Of course, you can have a glass of wine, pair this with a glass of wine after dinner. You can have it for breakfast, you can have it for lunch. You can literally have it at any time of the day with anything. This is Jamaican fruit cake from Jeronimo's Kitchen.